here every Tuesday on WHTL.
Listen up, you filthy maggots! It's time for the Veterans Connection on WHTL.
Sir, yes, sir.
I can't hear you.
Sir, yes, sir.
Attention! You serve your country. You made the sacrifice. The Veterans Connection is here to help. So fall in line, dirtbags.
Sir, yes, sir.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Yes, Drill Sergeant!
Now pay attention. The Veterans Connection is brought to you by the Trempealeau County Council of the American Legion, International Ingredients, Reedy Concrete and Construction, Fireworks over Blair, Mondovi Insurance Agency. Now listen up. The Veterans Connection starts right now.
Well, and it does here on the last Tuesday of July. And I get to say good morning to Hunter Rudnick, Veteran Service Officer for Jackson County. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm a little envious of you because we were talking before we went on the air. You just went to fish up in Canada.
Yep. Yeah, we caught a pile of them.
Boy, I tell you what, I don't know what to say to that. I'm very, very envious.
Yeah, it was a good time. 10 days was too much, but we usually do 5.5 days, but we extended the trip a little this year, and that was too many days for me, but it was still a good time. We caught a lot of fish.
I can imagine. Walleye is what you were talking about. There's no better fish to eat than a walleye.
I would have to agree with you, especially, fresh caught out of 30 feet of water in oil within about 2-3 hours. That doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
It doesn't get better than that. But here we are, the end of July, summer flying by. I don't know where it's gone. I really don't.
Yeah, I can't believe it's almost August already. It's crazy to me.
It really is. And here we're right in the middle of fair season now. And, of course, Jackson County Fair coming up tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, over the weekend. A lot of great activities. I imagine you're buried if you were gone for 10 days, so trying to get caught up.
Yeah, it's been wading through the waist-high emails and voicemails and trying to get everything back on track. I made some good progress yesterday, so.
That's good, though. That means that people are reaching out to your office, so that's a good thing.
Absolutely, for sure.
You'd rather be busy than not have anything to do.
100%.
What are the things on your mind today that would make a difference?
So on my drive over here today, I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to talk about, had a couple different options, and what I settled on was I've been getting a lot of people in the office lately coming in and saying, I want to review my disability percentage, and I want the VA I want to try to up my disability percentage. And there's a few things that when somebody comes into my office to do that, I make sure I talk about. First thing that I always make sure I tell everybody. So we'll say hearing loss as an example. Say you have hearing loss at 50% because it's an easy number to use. When you open up a new claim to have your hearing loss reevaluated, or anything for that matter, that rating can go up if it has gotten worse since your last exam. It can stay the same if it stayed the same since your last exam. And the thing that some people don't realize is that rating can go down. And I always make sure that when somebody comes into my office, if I'm filling out that paperwork form, because I'll help you do it, absolutely. And in certain cases, it's definitely the right thing to do. But if people are just trying to get it up to get it up, I always make sure that I explain that to people. Like, it can go up, it can stay the same, but it can also go down, and that can end up harming, make your percentage go down.
There's always a risk.
100%. The only time when there's the 5, 10, 50, or the 5, 10, 20-year rules, and they're kind of wordy rules. If you've had a rating for over 20 years, they can't downgrade it. But I try to just explain that to people. It can go up, stay the same, or go down, and it's important. And there's certain strategies that all CVSOs have. I have my own strategies. If somebody comes into my office and they're trying to get their percentage upped, there's certain things that I look at. I call them low-hanging fruit. The things that they have rated, if they have a bunch of things rated at 0 or 10%, those are lower risk than trying to go after something that they have rated at 70%.
Right.
0% are the ones that, because people don't realize that's another thing. You can be rated service connected for something at 0%, and that is a good thing. That just means the VA is saying, yep, you have this, and it was caused by your time in the service, but it's not bad enough to have a higher percentage. So down the road, hearing loss is the one that we see most commonly at 0%. You have to be pretty hard of hearing to have it more than 0%, but that is a good thing to get something at 0%. That's not a denial. That is service connection, and that actually also qualifies you for the VA's healthcare system. So if the only thing that you have service connected is hearing loss at 0%, you qualify to utilize the VA healthcare system.
See, that makes a lot of sense. If you're already at 70, the risk could be that they drop you back to 50. Mm-hmm. But if you're at 0, you've got nothing to lose.
Right. Yep.
So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and say you have mental health rating at 70%, but you have a bunch of other little things that are rated at 10 or 0, I try to stay away from getting the mental health or going after the mental health rating increase. I look at the stuff that's rated lower,
right?
Because those are the lower risk things. Another thing I wanted to talk about, kind of along the same lines, is I've had people in the office lately too that they're at 100% service connection, and they come into the office and they say, "I want to file a claim for this," and it's another conversation that we have to have. If you're at 100%, the only time I ever really tell people to file another claim is if they haven't been 100% for 10 years, and the thing that they want to file for could possibly cause them to pass away. Mm-hmm. The reason for that is if you're not service connected for the thing that you want to file a claim for, and it ends up causing you to pass away, that can make your spouse eligible for what's called DIC, mm-hmm. dependent indemnity compensation. But once you get to 100%, there's nothing over 100%. You can't be 110%. You can't be 150%.
Right.
So once you get to 100%, I usually try to talk people into just leave the claim alone. Leave your stuff alone. You don't want the VA digging in. The VA doesn't just go into people's files randomly and say, "Oh, we're going to send you for." They have the right to, but they don't do it. I haven't seen it happen ever. But if you give them a reason to start digging around in your file, that's when weird stuff can happen.
Don't poke a sleeping dog.
Exactly. Yep.
That makes sense.
Yep.
It really does.
Yep. And there's some other kind of weird one-off cases, where there's things called special monthly compensations it's just a flat dollar amount. It's not a percentage. Mm-hmm. And some of those things that we can, file for, and that can end up getting the veterans compensation to be higher. But the vast majority of people, once you get to 100%, unless it's going to cause you to pass away, I tell them just leave it alone. Don't poke the sleeping bear.
Really good advice. Now, if people want to contact you, what's the best way to do that?
Best way is to give us a phone call, 715-284-0225. That'll ring right to my benefit specialist, Brenda Schultz desk, and she'll get you on the schedule to come see me.
And leave a message.
Absolutely. If nobody answers, leave a voicemail, because if you don't leave a voicemail, I don't just go calling random numbers back. So.
All right, there you go. Hunter Rudnick, thank you so much for coming in. Always good to see you. We'll see you again next month, and it'll be the end of August.
I'll be here.
Hard to believe.
Right.
If you're at the fair, stop by and say hello.
I will do that.
Hunter Rudnick, Veteran Service Officer for Jackson County. Veterans Connection brought to you every Tuesday by, of course, International Ingredient Corporation, Reedy Concrete Construction, Fireworks Over Blair, Mondovi Insurance Agency, and the Trempealeau County Council of the American Legion.
We are the American Legion family. This includes the American Legion Auxiliary, the Sons of the American Legion, and the Legion Riders.